you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more, from April 20th of 2023.
Hello.
Since you paid bond in your case, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer?
Yes, ma'am. I got a court lawyers. Yeah,
Right. So what happens, Ms. Hill, is while you're in custody, we give you a court-appointed lawyer. But once you make bond in your case, I expect you to at least try to hire a lawyer. So what I'm going to do is reset your case for about 30 days to see if you can get a lawyer hired. If you get someone hired before your next court date, you're going to bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer, and they'll tell you what you need to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts. They have different payment plans. Bring me the names of the lawyers that you've talked to when you come back, and then we'll discuss what your options are. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond, and you would have to go back to jail for not following that court order. Do you understand? Do you understand all of that?
Can I talk?
Yeah, I just asked you a question. Do you understand what I said?
Yeah, but the judge I talked to, he told me, because I'm fully disabled, I can't get a court-appointed lawyer.
Right.
Because I'm disabled and I don't have no money.
Okay. Did you bring any information or documentation about your disability by chance?
I got my card and my purse and her purse.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
What card?
Can I go get him?
Yes, ma'am. Need some water?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is, that's my piece of this whole thing. Wait a minute here.
That's probably what I need.
Okay. This is my, here. This is right here. It's all in here. All this stuff,
Okay.
all these cards in there.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, Ms. Hill, I will find that you qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. Let me ask you, are you driving now?
Yes, sir. I got this. I got that inner dock.
You do have the auto ignition interlock on your vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that was a condition of your bond, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's really dangerous. That's dangerous. Yes, it's dangerous.
What's dangerous?
The interlock
What's dangerous is driving drunk. So that's to make sure that you're not intoxicated. So
yes, ma'am.
You have it on your vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I want to make sure you understand you cannot drive any vehicle unless it has that on it. Do you
Yes,
understand?
ma'am.
Okay. Just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what you think is dangerous about that.
Well, when I was driving and everything, and I got you in a lot of traffic, and it's only a 2-laner. And then when you're driving, I just got a new truck before all this happened, and it go beep beep beep, and it's supposed to going on noise and all the traffic going, and then it go beep beep, and trying to find this thing, and when you blow, because sometimes I can't blow so longer, and then I have to blow 3 more times, you know. One time I had a law behind me, and it was beeping on that little small little road, and I'm trying to find it, and the road is all banged up. And you got to
how'd you afford a new truck?
I financed it because when I didn't have one, I went to the dentist and I waited for over 2 hours and for them to come pick me up, and they did not, the Medicaid, Medicare, they didn't pick me up, so I had to start walking home. And the guy,
No, I'm trying, how can you afford it if you said you're?
I financed it. It only take like $200 something out of my thing, because I wouldn't plan on getting in trouble.
Right.
Because I couldn't find nobody to take me to the store, or go to the doctor or nothing.
You keep that to me.
I'm going to do, okay, so before we go any further, I'm going to make sure that you don't have anything in your system today, and then we'll go, I'll let you know what we're going to do after that. So I'm going to have you have a seat in the jury box. I'm going to get you drug tested, and I want alcohol screen as well this morning, and then we'll go after that.
I wrote it up. I wrote
Just
it up.
have a seat.
Okay.
Ross Holland,
Yeah.
What's up, people? That was an oldie but goodie I haven't played. I've just been waiting for the perfect opportunity to get that rolling. What's up, everybody? How we doing? We are live on a Friday afternoon, early time. Court was a little boring today, huh? DeSanto ended early. No Judge Washington. Boyd's MIA. Judge Stevens is dealing with a jury trial. So I said, you know what? Let's get live. How we doing? What's up? Let's get it rolling. Let's have some fun. Let's get a little Judge Allen. I have some goodies that I'm going to play for you guys today. Oh, it feels good. New studio. How do we like the new angle? Everything all set up. We are hitting the big time, people. Hello, Ali B from Tennessee. What's up, Billy Bob? My mods with the most. Irving Gold. Beverly, what's up? C Nanny. Let's get it going with my man, Donald Allen. Let's roll. What? Irving Gold, thank you, sir. Thank you. Best transition to a live ever. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Oh, boy. Why does Judge Allen always look like he doesn't care? But he cares about everything. He knows, everything about his defendants. But he just does not wear his emotions. Let's put it that way. Let's roll.
So my understanding is that this is like your fourth conviction.
Yep.
And you've never served any jail time.
That's gonna change.
Sure why Petoskey decided to not come and get you, but
Love you too, sir.
I don't know that actually makes a whole lot of difference. I just want you to listen to what it is that I'm saying. I don't want you to respond.
Okay.
I just want you to listen.
Yes, sir.
I think that probably upwards of 90, maybe even 95% of the people that I see are in front of me because they don't think that there's a consequence for their behavior. They know that if they beat their wives or if they rob a grocery store or they drive drunk, that they can potentially go to jail, but they're not thinking that that's actually going to happen to them. Much like what you just said. She didn't think about the reality of actually having to go to jail because of what it is that you've done. I believe that the rules actually have meaning. That if the law says that you can go to jail for what it is that you've done, maybe you should go to jail for what you've done as a way of stopping you from continuing to do that. Because if people don't believe that there's actual consequence, then why not? I believe that there are consequences. There are always consequences for your thought process. Sometimes those consequences are positive. A lot of times they're negative. You can almost pretty much guarantee which one it's going to be if you stop and think. Let me explain something to you because I think it's really important for you to understand that not only am I a person who is a stickler for rules, I think of probation as being a privilege. In the law, they call it a matter of grace because you're not entitled to that probation. It's kind of privilege. Basically, what you have said in order.
I love that. You're not entitled to get probation. It's a privilege. More judges think like that.
To have that privilege is that you understand that you can go to jail for what you've done, but this is an opportunity for you to stay out of jail by doing what it is that the court has ordered you to do. Let me take it a little bit further than that. probation is not just about probation with me. Probation is really about rehabilitation. When I say rehabilitation, what I'm really talking about is changing how you think so that you change how you act. Thinking that there are in fact consequences, and this judge will actually have me have to suffer those consequences if I don't do precisely what it is that he said. Because when I say something, it's an order. It's not a suggestion. It's not a recommendation. It's an order of the court. And as I said just a moment ago, I am a stickler for the rules. Makes sense, right?
Yes, sir.
So being placed on probation doesn't mean that you won't go to jail. Because if there's an infraction, if there is a failure to strictly adhere to the terms and conditions of your probation, jail. And I know that you are not a youthful person, probably middle age at least. And as you just said a moment ago, you've never actually had to be inside of a jail before. Sometimes new information comes slowly to people, but I think it should be very clear, very apparent to you what it is that I'm saying to you. Right?
Yes, sir.
So I don't want this to be a one-way conversation. You actually have an opportunity to speak as well. You've heard what it is that I've said, and I'm interested to see what your thought process is.
I agree that it is a privilege to be able to go on probation instead of having to serve more jail time on top of it. I will follow the rules. Not only was this an eye-waking experience, but it was very embarrassing at my age. I'm close to 70. To have my children and grandchildren know what I did. That was probably worse than the jail.
What'd she do? I'd love to know.
So
I
your
know.
attorney says that you've been in jail since, I think she said the 28th.
31st.
The 31st.
Not too bad.
Okay, so go ahead.
I don't know, Leanne.
Spend the rest of the jail time. But I don't want you to mistake my sort of laid back demeanor for being a laid back judge. I'm not a
Time him
laid-back
out.
judge. I just kind of believe that I should talk to people. I should speak to people the way I would want to speak.
I appreciate that.
Okay, wait. I was hoping somebody. It was an eye-waking experience. What is an eye-waking experience? Never heard that before. Only here. Time served. Eye-waking experience. Thank you, Peppa.
I don't think I should be yelling at folks. I don't think I should be demonstrative throwing things around, calling people names or something to try to intimidate people or whatever it is that judges do when they do that. But I think that probably that makes me even a little bit more scary. It's because I'm very, very focused on what it is that I'm doing. It's not something being done out of emotion. We have an agreement, the two of us.
Yes, sir.
What you need to understand that the dirty little secret here is that while this is all about rehabilitation, changing how you think so that you change how you act, rehabilitation is actually what you do for you. So you don't stop this new way of thinking about your life once you're done with probation. Continue to think that way because you don't want to ever end up in front of another judge.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
I do.
I'm going to allow the remainder of the jail time to be suspended so that she can be immediately released to that.
Thank you so much.
You're going to be continued on terms of probation. Ms. Raven, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to meet with her once she was sentenced last week. Did you have a chance to meet with her?
As far as probation goes,
Right.
no, I did not.
So why don't we have her come back and meet with you when she's released today so that you can do what you need.
Okay, so let's hop. Thank you, Judge Allen. You are wonderful. All right, this is a goodie. This one had me rolling on the floor when I saw it, and I thought some are like, there's some videos that I automatically say, all right, this is for a premiere, this is for a live. Like I've been labeling them on my actual file folders, live uploads, and this one is pure live because I know most of you want to see me laughing over it because it's just so stupid, but it's hysterical. It's just, all right. And of course, I can't find it, but and I just want to say thank you guys. I got a new setup, kind of like a new studio, a new computer. Everything is just running so much smooth. I hated going live because my computer was like crapping out. And I really appreciate you guys, all the supers, all the support. Really thank you guys for it. All right, here we go.
Please.
Okay, so Judge Perkins, he has some characters, and this one is added to the character cake of Sean Perkins. This is an eye-waking experience. Literally, eye-waking.
Philip Walling representing Lori Love.
Lori Love. There she is. Okay, so now, all right, let's go back a second, and we are going to notice what she has going on right around here, okay? That's what we're looking at. So when we go back and forth, the zoom angles, that's what we're paying attention to.
Well, can you state your name for the
All
record,
good
please?
now. Everything's all good for Miss Love.
Love, can you state your name for the record, please?
Lori Denise Love.
Lori Love. Okay.
All right, today is the date and
Okay.
time set for a,
Show cause according to my docket, Your Honor.
very well, as for purposes of show cause or
Tanya.
arraignment.
As the purpose of the arraignment, Your Honor, I ask the court to set aside any and all bench warrants, waive any kind of formal reading, stand mute.
In our not guilty plea on your client's behalf, we'll give your client a $0 bond. I do have valid insurance for Ms. Love, but okay. Now, Ms. Love, what about a valid license? You have a valid license?
No, because it was suspended until I got that.
Still all good. Miss Love's still all good.
Registration and my insurance, and I had a court date prior to that, but I was not able to. I believe it was. I got that.
Here we go.
Registration and my insurance, and
She's got those new specs. Lori Love armless glasses.
I had a court date prior to.
And then if you notice, that's why she's sitting like this, because her glasses are perched on her glasses like that.
That, but I was not able to. I believe it was.
What's on her head? Allie B with the donation. What's on her head, Phil? That's a hat, but that's the least of her concerns.
The 15th, I was not able to attend that one because I was in Salvation Army Harbor Light residential substance abuse treatment from June the 6th until I completed on the 24th of July.
Are you
You
gonna
have
be able to get your
proof of
license?
that, ma'am? Oh,
Pardon me?
You're gonna be able to get your license on the next court date?
I mean, what? I don't know what I have to pay. Is there any tickets that I have to pay? Because I can pay them today if necessary. I have a valid license. I just think that it's suspended.
You've already run this Love's license. You've already paid the $45 reinstatement fee. That was the purpose of allowing you to do that, was for you to get a license. And,
Okay, yes, I have a license. I just didn't know if it was valid or not.
well, that's what we're talking about. I think just because you have a license, if it's not valid, it's considered not having a license, right?
Buckley, I agree. Judge Perkins is underrated, man. He doesn't get as much love as he should with the law nerds. I'm sorry. He's fantastic.
So what do I do, Your Honor, to validate my
Hold on a
license?
second, let's see what your license looks like.
Thank you, Pepper.
It may be valid, I don't know. You pay the $45 reinstatement fee. The only question is, I don't know if you have to go back to the, once you pay the reinstatement fee, does it automatically?
Judge Perkins, courtroom, what's the case name? She downstairs, why she just came upstairs? That's fine, she's scheduled for tomorrow. Hold on, let me get a confirmation from the judge. Judge, I have a scan down at the window. She's scheduled for tomorrow. Is it okay if she comes up?
You get a license from what it looks, from this angle, it looks like you're eligible, but, they'll let you know. So I'll get that appointment as soon as possible.
So am I coming back to show that I have a valid license? Do I have any tickets or anything to pay?
Well, I can get you a deal today, but the deal would be better if you have a valid license, registration and insurance.
I sent you the registration and insurance.
I got the insurance and I did get that. The registration, I guess, is sitting right behind it. I can't see it, but keep the insurance and registration together, bring a valid driver's license and we can get you a better offer. Not unless you just want to take an offer today.
No, I'll take the better offer.
I thought so. All right.
So can you
Come back.
give me those dates again?
Pardon me, come back. Say that again now?
I'm coming back on October the 9th.
Yes,
At what
2023
time?
at 8:30, all right?
Okay, thank you very much, Judge.
With a
Yeah,
driver's
okay.
license.
Pardon me?
With a driver's license.
Okay, thank you so much.
And then she gave up on the glasses. She said, nah, we're good with the glasses. Why didn't she just give up in the first place? I'm sorry. This is so stupid. I love it. All right, let's roll. Let's go to... All right, here we go. Ooh, we got a good one. All right, jump here. Okay, so this DeSanto one, I'm gonna do for the upload for a premiere. So I'm gonna go with the second part. I got Shackelford here. This lady. All right, let's go.
Hello, how you doing?
All right, ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to have an attorney present during any future questioning and any future court hearings. And if you can't afford an attorney, one would be appointed for you. You have 2 dates within the next 2 weeks. The first is your probable cause conference. And Ms. Malden, I'm sorry, when was the PCC? The 14th, August 14th. PCC will be August 14th of 23. And for now, ma'am, the exam date will be right after that, August 21st. August 21st of 2023. And then I'm looking there.
Did you hear that scream? Yikes.
These are minor, I mean, they're felony charges, but she's a third habitual, but they're not assaultive in nature. I see that there's been a previous bench warrant issued
My God.
back a year ago.
God.
And she's called multiple times over the year to ask about her case, and then she doesn't show up, so I don't really think a personal bond is appropriate in this case. I'm gonna mark the file mental health. Ma'am, one moment while I give you your bond conditions. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. You're not to purchase or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You cannot possess or have access to firearms. Miss Joyce, what was it that you wanted to tell me? And remember, you have a right to remain silent.
I can say something? Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, this is me. Anytime I know I have a court date, I was locked up here before. They ain't never ever sent me a letter that I gotta go to court. If I know I will have to go to court, this will never happen like what happened today. Never happened. I don't like to miss no court date. I ain't never ever missed no court date. But I know if you miss your court date, they put a warrant out on your arrest. I know that for a fact because I'm locked up here. They ain't never sent me a letter that I had a court date because I like to do the right thing instead of doing the wrong thing. I'm not on here driving on things like.
Okay, ma'am. All right, ma'am. All right.
I got more things to say.
She's not done. I got more
Yes?
things to say.
Okay, she can have a $25,000, 10% bond. And Mr. Gazicki, just so the record's clear, because I looked on the ROA here, she was referred for competency and criminal responsibility, but it was actually in 2022.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not just last month.
Okay.
She's been in the wind for a year on this. So, all right, we're gonna have you back on 8/4. And I'm making a note, file marked. And we'll address competency and see if we can make any progress on this on the next court date.
Okay.
All right, we're all set. Thank
you, everybody.
Thank you. All right, you too.
You've been charged with a Class B misdemeanor obstruction of the highway. The range of punishment. On that type of
Compose yourself.
offense in the state of Texas is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. That
Why is she so amazed? Seems as though she's been here before.
bond has been set at $3,500 and on the highway. The range of punishment on that type of offense in the state of Texas is up to 6 months in the county jail and a $2,000 fine. That bond has been set at $3,500. Do
They shut the sound off.
the range of punishment on
Oh God. Okay, here we go. I pulled something for today in honor of Slow Court Day. I pulled a. Let me see. Can I get it? Hold on. Where is it? There it is. Here we go.
Then you're all set.
Okay.
Have a great day.
So this is from my old school. You could tell how crappy the quality was. Oh my God. Cringy. All right, here we go.
And stay safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mr. Marshall.
You're welcome.
It's all good with Mr. Marshall.
All right. Are we ready on Deshaun Williams?
Ready on Mr. Williams, Your Honor.
So this was in April. I wonder if Judge Bryant knew who I was in April. I wonder.
I don't think I had anything for him.
Mr. Williams, why you wait till I come on then walk? I mean, you should be in the place where you're gonna be. I've asked you all in the beginning of the court, remain seated, stationary, in an upright position, ready to attend court. I say it like 5 times.
I have people, ma'am, excuse me.
I'm not sure why you're interrupting me. I don't know why. I have no idea why you're interrupting me, but please stop. I'm ready on Deshaun Williams because I didn't say remain seated in an upright position unless. I didn't. And I also said, please do not unmute yourself until asked to do so by the court. Like we give the instructions for court at the beginning of court. We do. This is case number 20-602-1101, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deshaun, middle name may be Devon Williams. The defendant is charged with license plate, illegal use, driving while license suspended, revoked, denied, driving on an unregistered motor vehicle. Today is a date set for review at 10:05, meaning that at the last review date set by the court back in December that the defendant failed to appear. Ms. Stevenson, your appearances, please.
Janice Stevenson on behalf of Mr. Deshaun Williams. Mr. Williams, sir, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Deshaun Devon Williams.
Thank
I
you.
have somebody working on my apartment, ma'am. So
Sir, that's not what's going to happen. 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 That is not what's going to happen. That is not what's going to happen. Now, if that's how you need to attend court today, then you need not to attend court today. But you're not going to overtalk us. You're not going to explain your personal at-home situation to us because the court is open, ready for business. If your home was not conducive for you to attend court this morning, then you should have come in person. As I indicated, I'm not going to compete with whatever you have going on. I said that 3 or 4 times this morning. Ms. Stevenson?
Your Honor, I actually I'm going to ask the court if I can just go back to break out with Mr. Williams.
Well, you may need to because he's on his way to get his probation revoked because I'm not real sure why he thinks that today he's going to be hostile towards the court. I'm not
have another quick minute with Mr. Williams.
Okay, you may have a lot of minutes with Mr. Williams to save him from what he's getting ready to be engaged in. All right, I will send him to the breakout room.
Okay.
Is Miss Span? Oh, she's not here.
I can finish those up in the plus signs, then go back in or however you want me to do it, Judge.
Miss Ritter looked great yesterday, by the way. Judge Bryant called her Beyonce. Love it. And then someone in my comments put, I wonder if Miss Ritter's single. And then someone put, I think it was like Delphi or one of you dopes. You put, she ain't interested in you. So stupid.
Yeah, let's go ahead and finish up the plus signs.
Okay.
Oh, and then I need you to call your client and ask her, is that her in the breakout room? Because I'm not letting her in, Miss Sanders. I think that's Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, see if you can call her and see if that's her.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to back.
Must remain seated, stationary, in an upright position, and ready to attend court. No matter where I send you, you must remain seated, stationary, in an upright position, and ready
to attend court. This is case
Twice.
number 225711901. The people of the state of Michigan versus Andres. Middle name might be Tynique. It might be cut off. Tynec. Bohannon. Defendant is charged with one count of retail fraud, and today is the day set for final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Andres Bohannon. Ms. Bohannon, ma'am, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Hi, Judge. My name is Andres Tynecia Bohannon.
Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Bohannon will continue her plea of not guilty. Your Honor, I think we had a prior missed court date, but I am asking this to go on the jury trial track.
Court will continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Ms. Bohannon, and I will place the matter on jury trial track. Did she miss her court date at the time that I was getting ready to give her a jury trial? Or was she already on jury trial track?
I think she was supposed to get on. Well, the note that I had is on December 15th. We had a final pretrial. We were adjourned to April 6, 2023 for a final.
I'm throwing some old clips in here, Irving. Court's boring today, so doing some new and old.
Pretrial to be placed on jury trial track.
Court is going to place the matter on jury trial track, setting a final pretrial date oh, that's my. I think I was setting final pretrials for at least February. Mr. Flanagan, I mean, you the one, Capius, what you rolling your eyes for? You were getting ready to be on jury trial track. So now you're at the end of the line. So I'm not real sure why you're rolling your eyes on the court. This is your fault that you're getting a date in February.
I was there. I was in the courtroom April 6th.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Right,
you didn't
Heineken.
never let me in the courtroom.
Because
I recorded it.
And I know it's a reason. Oh, she probably came very late. How many people do we not let in the courtroom? Can anybody tell me if I've never let somebody not come in the courtroom who were on time and ready for court?
The court date was April 5th, Your Honor.
Okay.
She wasn't admitted.
And what, April 5th, April 6th? So Ms. Bohannon wants me to believe that she came to court on time, and then we just left her sitting in the waiting room, and we said, we're not letting her in court. That's what happened?
She has a.
What date are your notes from, Ms. Stevenson?
From, so on December 15th, it was placed, it's his final pretrial conference for jury trial track for 5/23, Your Honor.
So December 15th, Ms. Bohannon, final pretrial conference held, not guilty, continued. Final pretrial adjourned to April 5th at 9:17. And then on April 5th, I heard Miss Brenda Holmes' case. I heard Cheryl Modrick's case. I heard LaShawn Davis, Amari Banks, Joseph Fields, Jacqueline Flint, Juan Moran, somebody last name Boggs, Jessica Jackson, Adam Mazon, Joseph Grice, Lakia Gill, Verde Wilson. I don't have anybody's name, Bohannon.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Flanagan, what happened on April 5th? What do the notes say for April 5th for Ms. Bohannon?
It was a miscellaneous action and it was scheduled for final pretrial for today.
So what happened probably was Ms. Bohannon, she came late. And was I in trial that day? April 5th. I don't see any trial notes on here. So Ms. Bohannon, she probably came late. And then I gave her the courtesy of putting it on this date. But now what it appears that perhaps it should have been at 9:17 instead of at 9 o'clock. But what Ms. Bohannon is not going to do, so Ms. Bohannon, let me tell you what's going on right now. What you're doing right now is equivalent to coming up to the podium and turning your body to the side. Coming up to that podium, turning your body to the side. You're gonna stop doing that. You're gonna stop doing that.
Best.
Now, if you continue to have an attitude, the matter is probably not going to be resolved in the fashion that you want it to be. But if you can muster up some respect for the court and for the court process and indicate things in a respectful way, then we'll continue to look into what you're saying. So it appears that on April the 5th, Ms. Bohannon's matter was not heard. And the only reason that could be because I would never not let a person into the courtroom, because as we can see, I was present and working that day. And I clearly have nothing against Ms. Bohannon. I don't know Ms. Bohannon. And I would not have just said, I'm not going to let Ms. Bohannon into the courtroom. Nonetheless, at the time that we adjourned the case, Ms. Bohannon should have already been on the jury trial track at 9:17. The record does not reflect a capias, nor is the matter set at 9:05. Therefore, since she was apparently already on the jury trial track, despite the fact that she did not indicate that in a respectful way, the court is going to give a jury trial date.
I'd love to see a Where Are They Now? Judge Bryant edition. Miss Bohannon, learn how to sit straight.
But Mr. Flanagan, can you put a pin? Remind me to talk to you about May 16th, a trial that's on my docket. Remind me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
you. Emergency release, definitely. About 200 in the room. Hit that like. A lot of new viewers. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. On our way to 50K. We'll be at 25K in no time. I want that play button. Okay, we are going, because she doesn't yell at her anymore, we are going to jump to my boy, Judge Stevens, and see if you can see a classic thing on the, something classic. Old school. Ready? The OGs know this. Wow.
Prescription force. Out of the 20.
The original time served logo. How cringy.
So that would be, even if that were true, that's
Boo. Right around there. This is a classic Judge Stevens from the time served Judge Stevens timeout vault. This is timeout 2. Not timeout 1, this is timeout 2.
11, that means 9.
Also originated on this channel, the timeout box. Just saying.
Tests that aren't showing that.
Yeah, and like I said, we have a witness. It's will testify that they were living together, that he, unbeknownst to Miss Bro, was doing methamphetamine.
I know, right, Irving?
Oh yeah, let's hear that. If that's what you want to do.
He's out.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if you guys remember this one, this is the one where they catch the girl. She violated her probation because she diluted a test, and then he gets the boyfriend here and he grills him. Okay, so we're having fun today. Here, look, I'm going to give you a little glimpse. Old school, right? Ready? Oh, good Lord. There we go. Oh, no! Old school time! Get rid of you. You are cringy, sir. Bye-bye.
Joe Kirby.
Let's have some fun. I can't. You know you made it when you're cringy.
Again, this is clause number 2137235, the state of Texas versus Chandler.
Much better. Who was that, Greg?
Oh, he's a winner. He
Oh,
is a
listen.
winner.
You're witness.
That's my old comments. Okay, I'm just gonna shut up and let my old school play.
State your name for the record, please.
Joe Kirby. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Yeah. Lower your hand.
Mr. Kirby, do you know Chandra Bro?
Yeah,
Yes.
How do you know
I'm
her?
distinguished now, Laura.
We've been dating for a while.
Well, is it more than a dating relationship? Or did y'all live together?
Yes. Let me see, please.
How long did y'all live together?
Almost 2 years.
During that time, did you continue to use methamphetamine?
Yes.
Did she know you were using methamphetamine?
Hold on. What is your full name? Joe Tanner Kirby. How do you spell?
Another
Is
one.
it Kirby? Where do you live?
Well, I was living with her. Now
Where do you live?
Oklahoma.
Have you ever lived in Jefferson County, Texas?
Yeah. Or not in Jefferson County. Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, Jefferson County, yeah. I lived in her. I lived with Shonda.
What was the address there?
711 Ridgewood Drive.
How long did you live there? And that's in Beaumont?
Oh, it's in Port Neches.
Port Neches. How long did you live there?
Almost 2 years.
During what period of time?
Up until now, really. In the past 2 years.
Okay. When did you move to Oklahoma?
I guess it'd be 3 weeks ago, a month ago, something like that.
Is that him?
It's just a traffic.
I'm sorry?
That's just a traffic ticket.
Well, that's him.
Yes.
3 and 4?
I-
Can you, is there anything, when you double click that, it doesn't show any data behind it?
No, because they're not
You want McNally? All right, Allie B. I'll give you a Judge Dad.
county charges.
How did this turn into a request
Not in our
show?
system.
Is that a date on it?
He was,
Or all of those on the same day?
they were municipal court.
Is that all on the same date or different?
He was arrested on 10/5 and looks like he got out on
10/5 of
10/6.
what? Of
Of
what?
22
Okay.
October.
Deborah, I'll give you what I explained. She violated her probation, gave a diluted sample, and her boyfriend, I don't know if he passed off urine to her, whatever. They're both schemy right now, and Judge Stevens caught them, basically. Meth. She said that the meth rubbed off on her leg and all this other crap. So.
For all of those?
Dirty
on the
urine.
same day? Go ahead.
Have you ever before been convicted of felony or misdemeanor in this or any other state?
Leave a misdemeanor or something here. No, those, and, no felony.
Okay. Now, during the 2 years you lived with this Miss Bro, you used methamphetamine.
Yes,
During that time you lived with this Bro, were y'all intimate in your relationships?
yes,
Did you know she had a drug patch on?
yes,
Did your body come in contact with the drug patch?
Here we go.
yes.
Look at Judge Stevens.
Have you ever seen her use any kind of drugs during the 2 years y'all were together?
When we first got together,
2 years ago?
yeah, before she had the patch on and all that.
Okay, and since she's had the patch on, have you seen her do any kind of drugs?
No, sir.
Okay, do you know if she has a prescription for buprenorphine? Buprenorphine?
Yes, I got it in her bag over there.
Okay.
Oh!
Do you have that prescription? Could you get it?
Thank you, Allie B. Yeah, I'll find a good one right now.
One of those.
Oh, good God. Good Lord.
Hush falls over the crowd.
Okay, I'm showing you a prescription bottle for Chandra Bro for buprenorphine.
You want to spell it?
BPREN/NALOXONE 8 milligrams. Film. This is a prescription you've seen her take. And a prescription for lisinopril, LISINOPRIL. Is this a prescription you've seen her take?
Yes,
Clorazepate, CLORAZEPATE. Is this a prescription you've seen her take and she takes?
yes,
Levothyroxine, LEVOTHYROXINE. Is this a prescription you've seen her take?
yes.
Pass the witness.
So let me get this straight. You've been using illegal drugs. Is that right? Been committing crime
Yep.
in the state of Texas. And what dates were those? What dates during all this time that we have on the list of this? Can you mark next to this little list which dates you were using methamphetamine?
The whole time.
That whole time, all these times you were using methamphetamine?
Yeah,
Where were you getting the methamphetamines from? Who were you buying them from?
individual.
Answer this question.
They always grill him so hard. Who'd you get it from?
Last name.
It's like a principal.
John. Where do you meet John at? Where would you get him at?
Hotel.
Which hotel?
John.
All the different hotels.
Okay. Where at? Which city?
And Netherlands.
Netherlands. So you just got it from some guy named John, different hotels. How did you get a hold of him? You got a phone number?
Yeah, I had a, well, I didn't really get a hold of him most time. I just got a hold of my buddy. It was his friend, so he would get a hold of him most time.
Okay. Who's his buddy? What's his name?
Charles.
Charles what?
Jake. Charles Jake.
Okay. Where's he live?
He lives Heatherbrook.
Heatherbrook? Is that a city or is that a street?
It's apartments in Netherlands.
Apartments in Netherlands, okay. And how would y'all go about doing it? You call him and do what?
Just call him and ask him if he could get a hold of his friend.
So let me ask you this. You said you've seen Chandra Bro take these, right?
Yeah.
And when she takes it, was she driving the car?
No.
Who would drive?
She'd usually take it whenever she would that night before when she got home.
Not before when she got home. So she wouldn't drive. What about these? What are these for? Do you know what they're for?
No, I don't know exactly what they're for.
Okay.
No, she got blood pressure medicine and something else.
So all this time, how did you come in contact
that you have used?
All right, we're gonna jump here.
Let me see an ID.
I don't have one.
You have no. You're an anonymous person.
No, I told you my name. I just ain't got no ID.
What do you have in your wallet?
Nothing. I just got a wallet.
Let me see a wallet.
Okay.
What's in?
He has a piece of Bazooka Joe, a used condom, and a paper clip, and a coupon for a car wash.
I don't have a wallet.
You don't even have a wallet.
No.
You got nothing, but you have under oath sworn that you possessed methamphetamine, a felony offense in this state, here in Jefferson County, Texas, recently. Correct? You're saying that? Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing further this witness, Your Honor.
All right. You're not going anywhere. You're going to sit right over there.
Okay.
Bang! Time out.
State of Texas to look into this before you leave and see where they're going to prosecute you for what you claim you are.
I wonder if they prosecuted this guy. Probably not. He's just like scaring him like a grandpa.
Dealing with. The only problem with you is the number one, you're not credible. I don't believe anything you say. You don't even have an ID. But you are an admitted meth user. You can't even explain to this court the name of the person you're getting these illegal drugs, how that's working. It's all anonymous. It's not believable, except the part that you're willing to say under oath that you committed crimes recently here in Jefferson County, Texas. So, and also the fact that the probation officer witnessed you trying to adulterate and defraud the drug test completely negates anything you'd say because you weren't there. But both of you in trouble now. You're not going to try to come in and pull a game, play gamesmanship with this court over the scourge of the world.
There it
drugs. Serious drugs.
A scourge.
All right. What else?
Was that the first time we ever heard Scourge from him? I think it was. I think it was the first time we heard Scourge. That was a fantastic clip. Oh my God. All right. As per her request, Miss Allie B from Tennessee, we got a little Judge McNally. All right, here we go. This is a classic. They're all classic Judge McNally's. All right, let's go. The time served vault, and then I'm going to play the main event. Okay. Oh, let me get it up. Sorry. Oh, that didn't sound. Let me get it up. Oh, God, I'm here for that one. All right. Let's go. All right.
Williams Bay, 23W31736.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
Matthew Murphy, P51422 for Ms. Williams Bay, Your Honor.
Your name?
Just stand up here, honey. Tell the judge your name.
Jamie Antoinette Williams Bay.
For purposes of arraignment,
She waives the formal reading and stands mute, Your Honor.
I'm going to enter a not guilty plea. Does she work?
Yes, Judge.
Where?
Walmart.
How much do you make?
$18.50 an hour.
All right, so if you're going to have a lawyer going forward, you're going to have to fill out a petition, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to set a bond here. The allegation is she sold over $980, $985 worth of.
But Judge, if you want the detective to come in and speak to bond, this is there's some going on here, but if you want the detective to come in and speak to bond, he'd be happy to. He's on her side.
He's on her side?
Yes.
I didn't say anything about needing any detective.
I know,
I'm just
Judge.
I'm just telling you what the accusation is.
Yes, Judge.
I was going to give her a personal bond. Do you want me to get
No,
the
Judge.
detective in
No,
to
Judge.
talk about the bonds?
No,
See if it's
Judge.
going to change my mind?
No.
$1,000 personal bond. You're not to have any contact with Ada Thomas or any employees of the Woodhaven Speedway. You're not to enter or go near 19900 Allen Road in Woodhaven. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed, also as a condition of your bond. You have to go over and get fingerprinted and photographed at the Woodhaven Police Department by 2 p.m. today. We're going to give you an order down the hall. Also, if you want to fill out a petition for a court-appointed lawyer,
love that
fill
dolphin
that
sign,
out,
baby.
and I'll be happy to look at that. Any questions?
Judge,
I work Monday through Thursday.
She was hoping to get to work by 12 p.m. today. Is it possible for her to go after work?
What time does she get?
What time do you get off work?
I get off at
8 o'clock? Well, the police station is open all night.
It's okay. Because I do overnight too.
Hang on.
We have 2 shifts.
Hold on.
Turn your flashlight on your phone.
I'm sorry.
She's just really
Hang on.
upset about the whole thing, Judge.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
I know. Hold on. Judge is gonna speak to you.
You can either go right now, or if you want, I can have you leave and go at first thing in the morning.
You wanna go first thing in the morning?
It's not the problem. I can go there.
Okay, then you go now.
No.
Go by 2 p.m. today.
No problem.
That's the court date. You're gonna go down the hall, you're gonna fill out a petition for a court appointed, you're gonna get a notice, you're gonna get your condition of bond sheet, you're gonna get your order for prints. We're gonna adjourn this out to the 19th, and that will be at what time?
9 o'clock.
Is there a problem?
No.
Well, tell me what the problem is. Is there a problem?
I just feel like.
You don't, listen, you don't wanna say this stuff right now, what you said to me, okay? We're gonna take care of it, don't worry. We're gonna get the discovery, okay? What time, Judge, on the 19th?
There he is.
9 o'clock.
Call the prosecutor.
I'll get it, Judge.
We miss you.
So that will be the new court date, April the 19th at
Thank
9.
you, thank you.
And then we'll address something with Mr. Urick here.
Yes, Tasha. Request hour.
Mr. Urick, your name?
Good morning again, Your Honor. May it please Court William Urick on behalf of the city of Woodhaven.
Have you looked at this case?
We have looked at this case, Your Honor. This is I believe this is the matter involving.
I just want to be clear because I picked up a larceny file. It says that this young lady stole $985 worth of lottery tickets. That's all it says on the citation. I would never look at the police report unless and until there has been a conviction. It's inappropriate. Ms. Murphy has said that the detective is on her side, on the side of the defendant. The defendant here is hemming and hawing as though I'm asking her to walk backwards to Tuscaloosa when I asked her to come back. So I want to make sure that you thoroughly looked at this case and that you
hemming and hawing, like walking back and forth to Tuscaloosa. I can't.
You think you can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, because so far the vibe that I'm getting is that this is an injustice. We don't want any injustices to occur here.
Your Honor, if I may, the detective's position made quite clearly to Ms. Murphy was that he would endorse the most forgiving outcome possible under the ordinance, leaving all sentencing discretion to the court. The only reason I'm aware that we were adjourning this, despite the fact that there is a confession in the record, is that Ms. Murphy requested time. Initially, she entertained a plea bargain, but then she requested time to review videotape and to see what the restitution amount might be.
All right. It's just that when I get a vibe like this, when I'm being told that a detective is on the side of the defendant, I think those were the words, the detective's on her side. That would lead me to conclude that the detective does not think the case should go forth.
And I gave you the wrong impression.
Hang on. If a detective is on the defendant's side, and the people of the state of Michigan, or in this case, the city of Woodhaven, are still proceeding with the case, a big red flag goes up, and it's an ugly one, and it tells me one of two things. It either tells me they shouldn't be proceeding with this case, or particularly since I've gotten this vibe from the defendant as though she's the most oppressed person in the history of, hang on. She's shaking her head, acting like the fact that she has to come back is some big imposition. She doesn't have to come back again. We can set it for trial if everybody wants. We don't have to set it for another pretrial. But I asked to go get prints, and now she was acting like there's no way she could get there.
No, Judge, that was me. That was me.
Why was it you then if your client didn't say that? Wait a second. Hang on. This is what I'm talking about. Advocacy is one thing. But you made a statement, Ms. Murphy, that the detective was on her side. Now, I don't know what that means, but if I'm the defense lawyer and I'm telling the judge the detective's on her side, that is the side of my client, I am going to also be thinking that this is an injustice, that the case is proceeding beyond 11:30 on April the 5th, the first date of the first pretrial. Now, he tells me detective's not on her side. Detective said he wasn't going to get involved in sentencing, which he shouldn't be. He's not the judge. He's not the lawyer. He's not the prosecutor. He's not the defendant. And I don't know how to put it anywhere closely as nicely as I just can after what I just said. So stop acting oppressed. If there is something that should be dismissed, you dismiss it. If there isn't, fine.
Your Honor, if I.
But I don't want to hear from her acting like she can't come back here or this is some great imposition. If it would be a horrible imposition if you had no case and you have to bring your case with you. You don't have a case to bring with you, dismiss it. That's what you should do. I'm getting an entirely different vibe on both sides here. You can apply for your court-appointed lawyer. Be happy to give you one. April 19th will be your your date at 9 o'clock. Presuming you qualify, Ms. Murphy will still be representing you. You're going to go down the hall, fill out your petition, get your court date. You're going to take your condition of bond sheet. You're going to take your order for prints over to Woodhaven and get printed by 2 p.m. Thank you very much.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
And if I may, the people of the city of Woodhaven do not authorize and recommend warrants for execution by this court unless we believe we can.
I'm not suggesting that you were. It's just that I just got this feeling.
I misspoke, Your Honor. What I should have said was that the detective indicated that he wanted her to have the best possible outcome. He felt that she was put in a bad position at work.
Okay.
And that's what I should have been more clear.
Good enough. You're all set, ma'am. Go down the hall. Good luck. Melissa Marie Johnson, 23W75.
Oh, that was a goodie. All right, here we go. So I got one from today. Whole lot of attitude. Whole lot of attitude. Judge Sheila Ann Gibson is not having it. And we got it. What's up, people? Got about 225 in the room. Please hit that like button. Thank you for those requests, Allie B. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Judge Karen. All right, let's go. Just got to readjust the screen for a second, guys. All right, here we go. Well, let's do it.
No, would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly? Okay, somebody. Ms. Sheldon, do you have two devices going? Okay, it's better. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Mr. Jansen?
Hey, Ms. Sheldon, how are you today?
I'm not doing good. I'm in the same position that I was in when we. Wait, no, Ms. Sheldon, we got it. Come on, Ms. Jansen, let's get through the testimony relative to the mic.
Okay, Ms. Sheldon, you understand that you, on behalf of Mr. Kelly, had resolved the claim that he had against Ms. Scott related to the February motor vehicle accident in 2021, correct?
Yes.
You understand that the settlement was for $7,000?
Yes.
And you understand that if you had not accepted that settlement, you could have gone to trial and you could have gotten more than $7,000 for Mr. Kelly, less than $7,000 for Mr. Kelly, or nothing. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you do you agree that the $7,000 settlement for Mr. Kelly is in his best interest in light of those risks of potentially going to trial versus the settlement?
Yes.
And do you understand that Applebaum and Stone has filed an attorney lien in the amount of $422.89?
Yes.
And do you understand that if this court approves the settlement, that $422.89 is going to be subtracted out from the $7,000 settlement that's going to be paid to Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
And so you understand that the settlement is check that you're going to receive on behalf of Mr. Kelly is going to be in the amount of $6,577.11.
Yes.
And then the remaining portion is going to be made out to Applebaum and Stone, and that is the $422.89.
Yes.
And do you think this is in the best interest of your son, Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Shelton.
Okay, so the court is satisfied and the court will approve the settlement in the amount of $7,000, noting that the lien for Apple Bottom Stone, $422.89 will come out of that. And Mr. Jennings, you have, or I think, you have those checks already, is that correct?
I do not, but I'm going to have them, and I will get them to Ms. Shelton. And I would ask that this court allow me just to mail them to Ms. Shelton versus her going physically into my office, Your Honor, if that's okay.
And you have a valid address for Ms. Shelton?
I would like to confirm that with her right now on the record, that her valid address is 15734 Rutherford Street, Detroit, Michigan, 48227.
Is that correct, Ms. Shelton?
Yes, it is, but Your Honor, I would like to say something. The last time we were on Zoom, he said that I will be able to go into the office and pick it up, and he said no problem. I never got a call. None of my business has been taken care of, and this is just another delay.
Your Honor, and
Know how long this has been.
Okay, hold on. Go, but why can't she pick it up?
Well, Your Honor, she had previously been calling my office repeatedly. Now I'm finding out she's calling State Farm. And if this court will allow, I can provide an update as to the check that that was cashed by Ms. Shelton that I am working diligently to solve.
She even called Jake from State Farm for her 7 Gs. Where my money?
Okay, but hold on.
Money?
I thought that this would not be an issue with regards to this one.
That's correct.
So
well, hold on. So the thing is that if it's there, just let her pick it up. When is it going to be ready?
I'm going to have it. I can get it. If she wants to go pick it up in the Troy office, I will call State Farm after this hearing, and I will have them next day, her check to my Troy office. She can go on Monday to pick it up, Your Honor.
Ms. Shelton, do you want to go pick it up on Monday?
Yes, but what will both of them be ready?
No, but let's deal with this one first, because I know there's some issues. You're gonna go pick this one up on Monday? It's gonna be available. You don't want him to mail it. That's the question.
That is correct. I would like to pick it up. What time can I be there to get it?
I would wait until the afternoon, just because with the mail, we'd like to have a chance to open it and have it ready for you.
So I'd say after 3 o'clock. You all close at 5?
Yes, Your Honor. 3 o'clock works fine.
Okay, so 3 o'clock. Now, what's going on with the other one, Mr. Jansen?
Okay, so as this court may recall, last Monday, we had gotten on the phone with Chase Bank. They provided a number for their claims department. My State Farm adjuster last week had spent 3 to 5 hours, he estimated, trying to work with that number. I spoke with him yesterday. He spent another 3 to 5 hours this week trying to sort this out with Chase Bank. And Chase Bank had told him at first, oh no, now you need somebody from the accounting department. Oh, now you have someone from the accounting department. Now you need who actually wrote this check. And so what State Farm is now doing is they are going to internally handle this through their own bank. And what I need and what I've done is I've sent the documents to Mr. Noga's office, and he has them. It's basically an affidavit that Applebaum and Stone will execute. I'm assuming they have no objection, because what they're executing is that they never endorsed the check. Once they provide that affidavit back to me, that will be sent to State Farm's accounting department, and they will submit that form to State Farm's bank, who will obtain the funds back, which were wrongfully cashed. And then at that point, Ms. Shelton will have her check and Applebaum and Stone will have theirs. Now, I can already sense that Ms. Shelton is upset with this timing, but I want to remind everybody that this issue was because Ms. Shelton endorsed a check that was not, she wasn't the only payee on.
You're lying on me. Okay, we don't have
No, Ms. Shelton. Now that's a truism, because see, this check was written to you and to Applebaum and Stone. And like I said, House says 2020, but your first action should have been to call them and say, why is Applebaum and Stone on my check? And then that would have resolved, it would have sent up the bells and whistles, and everybody would have said, okay, fine, let's reissue the check. But by you taking it to the bank and attempting to cash it, that created the problem.
Okay, Your Honor. This didn't go like this. Okay, when the gentleman had me come pick it up, which is Mr. Jansky, it says on the receipt that this is Kimberly Shelton portion. All I did was tear it and sign it and give it to the teller. Okay, he told me that he didn't feel that all I needed to do was just come down and pick it up. So he never told me that I needed to go down there or anything. Then the last court date, he fraudulently lied, acting like he trying to put a fraud case on me.
He farted?
Like I cashed a check or trying to get 2 checks. I am a businesswoman. I own 3 businesses. Okay. So I'm not that type of person. No way. He's still saying today fraudulently I did something. I got the bank manager on there from the bank to let you know nothing was cash. They are hailing it. I called Mr.
Okay,
Hogan
but see, the thing is the bank,
and they have
okay.
not sent
The
over
bank-
paperwork to the bank for the check. They're still holding the check.
But the thing is that, that's above my pay grade, so I can't deal with that. But the bottom line is,
I never did nothing fraudulently. So that's the bottom line that should be rectified here, just like
Because Kimberly Shelton said so.
before. You heard it clearly from her. I did nothing wrong, and this man is still saying that. I'm being delayed on my check for no reason. Apple
But they
bound the
should-
phone, whatever they
Okay,
needed
stop,
to do,
stop,
should have
stop.
been
They
gotten
should
it,
not-
and that was that. That's not upon me.
The bank should not have accepted the check if somebody else's name. That's the bank's.
But see, I didn't know that, and I didn't do anything fraudulently wrong for
Here we
nobody to be
go.
slandering my name like I did.
I'm
Wrong is
not
wrong,
doing
right
that.
is right, and I know the law as well.
Ms. Sheldon, I'm trying to do everything I can to get this taken care of for you. Unfortunately,
Hold on, Michelle. Hold on, Michelle.
unfortunately, I agree with this honorable court that the Chase Bank should not have taken that check and cashed it with just your endorsement. That's a problem. I'm not suggesting that you knew. I understand this.
Okay, but
you're not a lawyer.
Though.
You're not
And
a
if
lawyer.
that check
I'm
was
Okay,
given to you,
stop, Michelle,
gave it back
stop.
if it wasn't gonna be right.
Stop,
That's not my fault to put that on
Michelle. I'm gonna mute you, Miss Shelton, in a second if I can figure out how to do this. Be quiet, please.
Judge, I'm gonna mute you in a second if I figure out how to do it. Oh, I love
The
it.
problem is that we're trying to rectify it. Mr. Jancic is gonna rectify it, and to the best visibility, the Chase should not have done anything with that check. They should not have accepted it. Nobody's saying you said you're a businesswoman, so you know what in terms of who should have done what. They should not have accepted it. And in terms of, some of the responsibility has to be on you too. If you saw somebody else's name on the check, you should have said, hey, wait a minute. But that's neither here nor there. What we're trying to do now is resolve. So that's where we are. Mr. Jancic, I'm gonna give you all.
Can I please say
What's
something?
State Farm doing now? What are they doing now? What's State Farm doing in terms of issue check?
Right. So I had sent it's an affidavit from Applebaum and Stone that they need to sign. Eric, is that going to be an issue?
True.
No, not at all. We'll have that to you today.
So Your Honor, they just need to sign the affidavit indicating that they did not endorse the check. And the reason they have to do that is because technically the check was cashed. And so what the affidavit is saying is that Applebaum and Stone never received any of the funds and they never endorsed the check. That's all. At that point, the affidavit will be submitted with through State Farm's accounting department to their bank, who will then use that information to obtain the funds back. That's what I was told. It makes perfect sense to me that this is how it would be handled, and I like this.
Just watch her the rest of this case. Just watch her.
It's way better than having to call and sit on the phone with Chase Bank for 5 hours.
Right. Okay, so now, but the bottom line is, Mr. Jansen, when's the check gonna be issued?
That I don't want to give a timeline. I wish I could, Your Honor. I mean, as soon as Mr. Noga's office gives me that affidavit, I will next day mail it to the State Farm's accounting department. I will then call next week. I'll call my client or my adjuster multiple times next week, and I'll get as much information as I can. And so what I was going to recommend is that if this court is willing, if you could give us a control date where we could show up whether in 14 days and we could see where we're at with this process. I was told that it's actually fairly quick, but I wasn't told an actual time frame, Your Honor.
Right, because the thing is that yes, Ms. Shelton has some responsibility, but the banks messed this up, and right now, unfortunately, she is being held hostage, and that shouldn't be the case. So
honestly, though, I hear you guys saying that. You know how long this probably took this poor woman. You know how long to get, it's not like we were dealing with a week. It's probably months that she's been dealing with this, and they're like, any day now, any day now. You know how that is. It's so frustrating. So I do understand.
I don't, you know, State Farm needs to clear that up, but State Farm also needs to get her a check.
Yeah.
I agree with
There you
you,
go.
Your Honor, in the sense that
There it
I
is.
don't think Ms. Shelton should be held hostage in this situation. However, what I would say is I've tried to cooperate and I've
Look
spent
at her.
countless hours trying to get this issue resolved. And quite frankly, in my opinion, I agree with you, Your Honor. Chase Bank should never have cashed that check. And so I would, as soon as I can get this affidavit, Your Honor, I am going to, like I said, work on this I'll work on this every day until I can get
Yeah.
this resolved.
But what I'm saying is still, you know, it's between the banks and they need to, State Farm really needs to issue her a check.
If this court is inclined, can we come back in 14 days and I will, hopefully this will all be resolved, but that will give Ms. Shelton peace of mind.
But I'm telling you, if not, I don't want to do it, but I'm ordering them to issue check immediately if it's
Okay,
not.
that's fair, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Shelton,
Yeah.
pick up the one check on Monday, and let me get your control date. Give me one
Thank-
second.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Say something.
Ms. Shelton, no, because I'm trying to work with this and I don't need to hear anything else. We're trying to get it resolved. So thank you very much. I'm trying to work with you and get you your money. So that's you don't have counsel. I can't legally represent you. All I'm trying to do is get you your money. So give me a second so I can give you guys a date, please.
So shed it. Look at her face.
Have that seal. I mean, I think this needs to be done by the T. And so I don't want to run into any more issues. I really want to get Ms. Shelton paid and I really want to get this taken care of.
Okay, where are your respective offices?
I have an office in Grand Rapids and in Troy, Your Honor.
Mr. Noga, where is your office?
We are in Southfield.
I think you need to send a runner. I don't.
Oh yeah, good idea. Great idea.
All
I
right.
think you need to send a runner.
Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking that way. Eric, does that work today? Can I send someone over today?
Yes, that should be fine. My only concern, and this is very, very minor as to something
Oh, another hiccup.
you noted, is I'm not sure if I have a notary in the
Look at
office who
her.
has a seal, which would be my only concern.
But does it have to have a seal? Her notary stamp should be sufficient.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So you do have a notary, Mr. Noga, correct?
Several, yes.
Okay, all right, just your notary and their stamp. Their stamp as appropriate.
What time can I send someone over, Eric?
I would suggest about 1 p.m.
Now.
Awesome. That works. We appreciate it.
All right,
Not a
so
problem.
August, if it's not resolved,
Get Shelton. Miss Shelton is defendant of the month. She is my court participant of August so far. She's fantastic. Look at her.
August 21st at 10 o'clock. And Ms. Shelton, you can go to the Troy office after, we said 3 o'clock on Monday to pick up the other check.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right, thank
She'll be there at 3:01.
you. So hopefully I don't have to see you guys on the 21st as it's resolved. Because like I said, my thing is if it's not, I'm gonna order the check be issued forthwith. So let's
Understood,
try.
Your Honor.
I don't want to have to go that way.
Ashley, please call.
Okay, all right, thank you all.
Have a good day, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that was great. Guys, it was great to be live. I'll be live again tomorrow. I have some more vault, maybe get some requests. Then we're back on regular schedule next week. The studio's ready. The new setup is complete. Everybody's moved into the new house. We are ready to go. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. It's nice and early. Judge Simpson, I just got a notification. He's back on. Maybe I'll head off over there. Have a good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to do a premiere later, so watch for another video. Have a daily docket coming out, and I will see everybody. See you later, Miss Shelton. You are my favorite. I'm Phil, and you have been served.